So as you could guess from the title, we're gonna start with Lostbelt number 3. The intro. We're gonna do the intro to begin with. I don't know what it's called. Is it called Sin? Yeah, say something Sin. Like Sin City. Well, I'm a sinner, so I guess we're gonna go down there. And I did this little layout on the... As you can see. Hopefully I got it somewhat nice. I honestly don't know this girl. I assume she's the crypter and all that. I thought she fitted in there. She looks funky. She do. But... Sand! Wait, weren't we in the ocean? How long has it been since I left the colony of survivors? I managed to keep a log of for the first 30 days, but now it just feels like I lost ability to keep track of time. In my defense, it's hard to count the days when we don't have nights anymore. It all blurs together. Yeah, that must be really tough to actually keep an eye on. I still have no idea how things got to this point, but what I can say for sure is that somehow the sun is shining on every corner of the world at once. Damn you, son! With everything bleached white as far as I can see, you get numb to the time as well as distance. I can only fathom that. My food and water are starting to run out. Once they do, that'll be it for me. At least my old motorcycle is still purring like a kitten. Aww, that's pretty neat. I never expected this solar generator to work this well for this long. It proved you can ride an old motorcycle from Australia to North America as long as you have surface to ride on and a solid engine. What? You rode from Australia to North America? Damn. I mean, then again, there's no waters, I assume, anymore. Literally, like, desert. And, yeah, you know, you don't need to think... Then again, you don't need to think about traffic, most likely. No tolls, no borders and all that jazz to worry about. You can just go from point A to point B. Pretty much straightforward. All I drive over seems to be endless white wasteland. No, maybe wasteland isn't the right word. It's more like pavement without so much as a single crack or seam to be seen. It's nothing like a desert either. There's just nothing here. I don't even get that natural sort of austerity wastelands gives off. It's not so much that it seemed like life died out as it never existed to begin with. Case in point, I've never not seen even a single sign of death or decay in this whole time. Not a single corpse, no plants, no animal, no insect, not so much as a microbe. This is a dead world, it's an empty one. There's nothing, not even bacteria to make food spoil. It feels clean, too clean. Dude, what? There's not even bacteria, what? I mean, in a way that is good. I mean, the food doesn't spoil, but what about your body? I mean, I assume the bacteria in your body is still alive, but you know, your body needs the bacteria in, you know, to survive. So if they get eradicated, I guess that's not very good at all. You know what it makes me think on? It kind of makes me think on someone have used chemotherapy on the planet. You know, the chemotherapy is literally, you know, it literally kills your immune system and all of that, so they can do whatever. I'm, you know, and this is what makes me think on. You know, this is the literal sense of it, that everything been wiped off clean. You know, like, yeah, maybe it's not a good analogy, but well, okay, I'm trying. Never mind that last bit. I must be tired than that thought. I'm getting overly sensitive. I can see in a natural shape just up ahead. Probably more remnants. I think I'll rest there today. Maybe there will even be some food left, if I'm lucky. Yeah, I wonder what... I mean... Ah, yeah, I remember that. Remnants in the case are areas that somewhat escape the reset. Or, well, more places that remain in part despite being reset. How did all I mean, I'm trying to remember, but the very fact that there are still people that survive this is beyond me. Why did some survive? Like, why? How? And looking at this building, like, it's looked like a fucking glitch, you know? You know, like, you're playing a game and it's just fucking glitched up all over the place. So, what happened with all of this? God damn. The colony I left behind was situated in one such remnant. If any satellites were still intact, we might have been able to find and connect with other survivors. Not that it would have made us any less powerless to fix all this. After all, if that tree were to attack again, humanity will be well and truly gone. If that tree... What tree? Treebeard? Damn it! I knew we shouldn't have messed with the forests. They now are pissed off at us. Survivor 0. Signs of people. Wait, is this the one we found? Because I remember that we found them, you know, like... You know, like... Wait, don't tell me. Is that the person? No food, sadly, but any port in a storm. Besides, just seeing artifacts of civilization like this again does wonders for my moral, even if it's gutted ruins from a brutal invasion. David? I shrug my shoulders as I sit down on what used to be a sofa. The shrug is just a desperate ploy to convince myself I'm calm, but strangely, it still helped. At the back, the only message data to be found. It is essentially the same as all others out there. I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared, ran away. Okay, I played enough horror games to know that that is not a good thing. It hurts, what? What? No, no, help me, help. Please forgive me. Okay, that... There it again, why? Why were these people attacked? Why were they erased? I did my best to recall that day calmly and objectively. The year when Earth fell to invaders from another world. What? We were invaded? So much for Trump's wall. Ha, sucker. Yeah, idiot. Truth to be told, we had time to prepare. Maybe it was only 12 hours, but it was still time we could have used. On that New Year's Eve, we lost every satellite around the world in an instant. Yeah, that's a bad omen. In consequence, we were not able to observe a single cosmic ray, even as the whole world was reduced to blank, dust-gray sphere. I know that there was a membrane in the sky, a dome of sort that made the tree branches that was placed over the entire world. Oh yeah, it's the alien foreign god thing, you know? But man, dude, what are we supposed to do? What can we do against it? Like, send some anti-tree nukes? But we weren't exactly in a position to sit down and take stock of what happened on that day. Not with all the crazy things going on. 12 hours later, Armageddon. Oh, scheisse. A total slaughter, a massacre on an unimaginable scale. Uncountable, three things descended on the earth like so many tentacles from space. They crawled across the world, finding and exterminating all life form with unerring accuracy and unnerving tenacity, killing almost every human on the planet over the course of 3 months. Dude. That is some dystopian crazy oh my god. After that, the tree just disappeared, returning to the sky and leaving behind a blank, desolated world. Even now, thinking about it makes me tremble. Not that the revelation that alien really did exist, not even the realization that our world, our civilization, had been erased and would never return. No, what scared me was those trees' tenacity, the way they extended their branches to destroy a person's heart with a single stab. Upon their death, people would instantly turn to dust, their agonizing screams still echoing around them. There were no exceptions. Oh man. Even though these aliens possessed weapons of mass destruction large enough to plot out the sky, they choose not to use... Wait, what? You know, they even have that? Are you kidding me? Instead, they went out their way to erase billions and billions of people one at a time. Oh my god. They were like some kind of twisted artisan burning with perverse passion for the craft. Oh, goddammit. Bluebeard, is that you? Those of us who did survive, like myself, only managed to do so by being hidden in an underground facility at the time. Oh. That's great. Dizziness started to overwhelm me. Maybe I've been under a bit of more strain than I realized. I'll just rest up here for today. Tomorrow, I'll set back off on my journey of wishful thinking. I may not have much food left, but assuming I stayed on track, I should be at my destination soon. It's the last place I'm in our satellite caught up on camera. The only place in this whole world that hasn't been wiped clean. An area in southern Nevada. That's right. My destination is the Air Force base known as Area 51. Area 51? Where all these kids ran Naruto-styled? Well, that... Of course. The only place aliens seem to attack. America. Oh, man. Area 51, that's pretty interesting. Signed, David Bluebook. Bluebeard, Bluebook, related? I'm about to sneeze. Oh. Okay, so... Man, that is like the first time we actually get you know, what can I say? An insight on what happened, because from what I remember, I mean, we literally, everything is like wiped out, like poof. Okay, what happened? What happened with it? How did it happen? Why? So now it seems like the gods, and then I guess that makes all sense with the tree and all that then, because you know the tree branches that reach from heavens and literally pierced and killed everything, well, mostly everything, and the trees that anchoring the new Lostbelt. So I can literally see that they're trying to take these Lostbelts and then like merge together. But why? Okay, but why would the alien foreign god thing do that? Why? What is their interest in this? What is their interest in doing all of that? It really makes me wonder, you know? This quest has no battle. Ha! They're afraid to fight me. If the world is so big, why are they afraid to fight me? If the water is so much, why is it so wet?
Did we find the whole lot warm when I was looking? It was nothing but clear skies for I could see us moments ago.
Now I got an announcement on my own. I estimate the boat is about an hour until we sink.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just one problem. Oh yeah, this is the entire thing from... can we see the initials? Yeah, this is pretty much an... Da Vinci is no use to us right now. On it!
CQ, CQ.
Do you read me?
Oh yeah, this is... Oh yeah, so this is what we had in the last part of previous episode. So I'll skip through this a little bit. So it don't reveal itself on 31st of December. Does that mean that literally Santa's base?
That would explain everything.
Xion. Oh man. Dude. Xion? Like melty blood Xion? Is that really it? We died. We did. Okay, I know that was just a minute ago, but...
Fuck. Well, we followed the direction that bizarre mission gave us right to this lump of rock. Now can you tell me what this is about, Da Vinci? I'm glad the boat isn't bobbing around like a damn cork, but I've been sinking these last few minutes, or haven't we?
I have the same question. It seemed to me like the border sank underwater before it merged on the surface. Don't look at me, I didn't do anything. Once we got to those rocks, it felt like the current kind of carried the boat the rest of the way.
Looks like it. I tried to steer us, but the current was just too strong.
Ah, you're a weakling.
The border sank about 40 meters, but then popped up a good 30. I think we must have gotten into the wandering sea from underneath. I didn't exactly see a front door.
God damn it. I guess that's how they keep out Jehovah's Witnesses. They like, have you heard about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ?
Knock on the door!
But I don't see any door.
That's correct! Go away! Oh,
And then they just give up and they're like,
Wandering Sea wins again, bitches.
perhaps that's how they go about docking ships here, or how they keep ordinary ships away.
Sounds right to me. I just wish she'd give us a little head-ups.
Doesn't mean we are the Wandering Sea Docks? Oh wait, isn't that like Sea Docks in Super Mario 64? That would appear to be the logical conclusion. The issue is at hand, however, is...
Are we sure this is the Wandering Sea, and how do we know it's safe outside? Then yeah, fire up every sensor we got. I want to know everything going on outside the border.
Roger, but I've already been doing that. I'm not picking up anything at all. Not a damn thing.
Testing. Can you hear me over there? I'm afraid the Wandering Sea cannot be observed by any means created by or relying upon science. Not even partially.
That's cheating.
I would give you up trying to see what's going on outside that hunk of metal you've been riding around in. None of your sense will see anything here. Besides, danger is a no-no here, and there is a no way there would be anything wrong with my calculations.
Oh god, are you? Oh yeah, I forgot that she was all about calculations.
Calculated. Right now, this is the most peaceful, happiest, scariest island in the whole world.
I was okay. Peaceful, nice. Happiest, nice. Scared, what? How can it be peaceful and scary?
At any rate, come on out, visitor.
Are you just gonna ignore my question? I don't like that.
I did not open my darling secret base today just so you could hold up in that big metal box of yours.
Don't say that. The border have feelings. It's borderline sociopath, but hey!
Well, what should we do now, everyone?
Kick down the door, and if they attack, we kick their asses. I mean, we already destroyed 2 worlds and killed countless of lives to save our own asses, so we are ready. I might cry, but I'm trying. Since our senses are blind, someone's gonna have to take on for a team and poke their head outside. I nominate all. Okay, dude, I wish we got to see more crew members like Menier appearing like this. I think this just adds more, because I like the idea, because Menier is literally like, what am I supposed to be able to do? Like, I'm just an average fucking person, pretty much. I'm gonna die. I mean, sure, he's from a mage family and all that, but compared to everyone else, I suck.
Agree, you can always use a ballista thing at dicey.
Unfortunately, I'm afraid I actually can't use ballista just yet. At this point, I dare say you could outfight me, Director. Good point. Holmes is still going to need more time to recover from the injuries sustained in Scandinavia. So then, as only combat-ready servant here, I should be the one to... I feel okay. Why do I need to go as well? What? I'm just dead weight, you know? And I'm pretty heavy. You don't want to carry me around, Masher, I understand. Right, I was just thinking the same thing, Master.
Full.
Well then, I'm coming too.
You're too young.
I'm way too curious just say to stay on the border. Friend or foe, the Wandering Sea is still a mystic among mystics. No way I would pass up a chance to check out the place that still has mystics from the Age of Gods.
You're better off not getting mixed up with those places if you ask me. They even say the clock tower's in hospital hell when you get right down to it. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all.
So please know your place in your own way. You're quite right, Monsieur.
Why are you so happy about that? That's a bad thing.
One should never move past one station to peer into the secret and matrix of the organization that keeps them.
Yeah. Because that is a good thing when one organization keep all the secrets. No, I wouldn't say that. No.
The moment you do, you'll be shocked by how vastly they overpower you that you may find yourself bedridden and half-mad for a month.
And that's a problem, you know, when the...
At all risk and no reward, curiosity is what killed the cat. It was fear. However, as we humans are no cats, it's possible to overcome this fear, much like I did. More? Master Cartwright, Lando? Here you hereby authorize the two of you to investigate whatever lies outside. Once you're certain that there is no danger, call for me right away.
So much for fear. Conquering fear.
Oh, and try to stay close to the border, would you? You should be no more than 5 seconds sprint from here at the most.
But I'm very slow, so I can literally not be far away. Alright, I'm going to open portal hatch now. Are you ready, master?
I sit here, I got your backs. I may not be
I got stroke. Thank you, Da Vinci. Opening the hatch. Wait, why is she in her armor and all that? Isn't that... Oh! I realized someone donated a mattress. Thank you! Man, I didn't notice that. Funky this is! It's machines! It's machines!
It's incredible! Wow, this place is amazing! Look, look loud.
Oh, it's kind of cute actually, man. You're like kid on Christmas, like, what?
Oh, this like top shelf secret base stuff, like a picture book from come to life. Whoever designed it must have been such a dummy.
It is,
Thanks for the kind words. I must be doing pretty well if the great Leonardo da Vinci, famous genius and notorious problem would speak like that about me. Wait, is that really Da Vinci? Isn't she a little off? Too girly? Just a little too high spec? Hey, you there, Marstellano. Is that called a real and true Leonardo da Vinci? I sure am. I'm Da Vinci backup unit made by one and only Leonardo da Vinci. Oh, god damn it.
Can someone switch my tongue without something better? Sound doesn't not good at all, actually.
What about you? Are you the girl who contacted us? Oh, right. I was so surprised by Girl Vinky that I forgot my manners. Cut and take 2. I'm Shion Eltnam Sokaris, an alchemist here to mess with you guys on behalf of the Atlas Institute.
Why don't we have a pseudo-sermon of Shion? That would be neat.
I also made the Trimagistus and the paper moon you were manhandling just a few minutes ago. So I'm here to collect damage you owe me for copyright infringement. It totals to about $790 million.
Ha! In which jurisdiction? You know, just because you say something doesn't mean that it happens. You know, there is need to be certain. I mean, does your law apply in Sweden? Maybe not. Does even the Wandering Sea exist? We can't really prove that, right? So, your laws doesn't exist, bitch! Nail it! Yeah, I don't know how international law and all that jazz works. It's very complicated, that I do know. But I do know if a nation doesn't... Well, if a place doesn't exist... Since I'm just a human, I'm not even a mage. Wandering Sea doesn't exist at all, so...
Yeah, you guys are boned. Whatever human rights you think you had are gone.
I have Blackbeard. You should tremble, bitch.
Do you know what this means? It means I own you. Lock, stock, and barrel, baby.
What are you talking about? And you owe me for copyright infringement? There is no copy... You know... For being... You do know what copyright infringement is, right? I mean, I'm not an expert when it comes to all that, but, you know, I'm pretty sure that is... I mean, it's not like we did... We got the fucking paper moon. It was gifted to us. So there is no fucking copyright infringement with that bullshit. Yo, you don't know you're copyright infringement.
So mind just signing the contract here for me?
Never sign a random contract when approved. Well, not approved. Yeah, this is highly sus, I say.
I hereby confess to using Miss Seal's electric property without express permission. I also absolutely saw the end of humanity as such. Therefore, until payment of said affirmative and unrepayable debt, I, Lana, do hereby offer the following. My body, my soul, and each and every one of my worldly possessions, past, present, and future, throughout the universe to Sion. There you go, mine just in here, and here. Initial there too, say mine being modded. Here you into Mecca, Pioneer, a mixture of both. Oh, what the heck, we asked for all them all in, do not worry, it will not hurt at all.
I do like mechas. I will say, it gonna be hard, you know, as soon as... I was like, like never. Are you the mechas? Oh god, my will is trembling. Oh no, oh no. Wait, no. What? Nani? Yes, kidding, you don't owe me anything. I was only messing with you. You know what? I don't trust anyone anymore. I've been damaged by the internet, you know? Every time, like, someone writes something and they, like, after you're like, what the fuck is wrong with it? They're like, it's sarcasm. Like, yeah, I can read sarcasm on the internet. There are so many fucking idiots generally, so you don't know what's real or not any longer, you know? It's insane. Your brain have been fucking brain melted. I'm just getting dumber.
Besides, I was using an old Zimbabwean dollar value, so you could totally have paid it back anyway.
Full.
Sorry, I might have gotten a little carried away there. You'll have to forgive me, I've never actually done this before. I know I sort of struck first, so to speak, when I contacted you
Earlier?
So I was being all formal to try and put you at ease. But as you can see, I'm not really like that. Just your everyday mild-mannered alchemist here. That makes sense. You spoke so fast I didn't realize it right away. But there's no way anyone from Adelaide Institute would be so quick to pull out the contract. I see an advanced technique designed to better break the ice during our first encounter.
You could have done it way different, you know, make it puns. That breaks any ice. And face palms. I get the feeling she's not the one for lie.
Alright, let me introduce myself again. My name is Shion. Welcome to the Wandering Sea, Chaldeans. Leonardo da Vinci, my Shikharite. Lano.
Everyone like, Leonardo da Vinci, my Shikharite. Lano. Thank you, I feel special.
Fing! I do not see that animal mentioned in any of our data. I wonder if he's somewhat familiar. I guess it's a modicum of intelligence from it, like an AI that just started learning.
Okay, so he started to become intelligent then?
Oh well, no problem. Already I have a pretty good idea who you guys are. I have not seen what has become of the outside world myself, but I do know what happened to Chaldea on the first day of 2020. You haven't seen the outside? Doesn't mean you have no immunity to the atmosphere? Oh no, I'm completely healthy. Just have to be in good shape to use memory partition at halfway decent level after all.
Nani? I am confused, but I'm gonna take a screenshot on this because thumbnail. I'm just gonna say though, 2020 in general have been a fucking mess. It's been insane. So yeah, the entire world going under 2020 first day sounds kind of legit.
I just meant I did not have a need to go outside. Sorry for the misunderstanding, Mashu. So who is in charge right now?
Gordo?
One information I have, it should be Da Vinci here, but given she has the whole kid thing going on, I assume that's no longer the case? I must have a gap in my information somewhere. Better get that sorted.
You look like a girl and would seem that you're in fact something of a girl. Indeed, the master / amateur mage, the demonstrated girl, and capable technical advisor merely might okay, it's Gordy.
Who am I? Why, you certainly need not to ask. I'm Carleon's new character.
Director. Well, character as well.
And the man who will one day resurrect the golden age of the prestige music estate, Gordolf Music.
I like the music. It really gives me a Final Fantasy vibe.
I see you're surprised I'm still alive. And I'd like to correct in that uniform. It will seem you're truly are a mate of the Atlas Institute. That means it should have been absolutely trivial for you to predict a terrible tragedy that befell my Chaldea with your fancy parallel thought accelerator, PTA. I'm keenly aware how I fell for Cascai's devious scheme and so inadvertently allowed the cryptos to carry out their plan. No doubt I was the first one to be killed off an Atlas prognostications. The quickest way to ensure plan to success is to take out your opposition's genius commander, after all. But as you can see, I survived. For no matter how poor the road condition, how dire the weather, or how far behind I may be, I will never retire before the race is over.
Oh, you're good, all right. I'm not surprised you're still alive, given your specs.
Huh? You're not?
Your odds were not great, but they were also not zero. I figured you would make it out if there as long as you had solid help and backup. Now, it was the servant behind you that surprised me. Would you mind telling me your name?
Ah yes, I do beg your pardon. I was preoccupied with keeping our new director safe since he insists on venturing out to see what's going on for himself. I'm Sherlock Holmes, a ruler. As you are the successor to the Great Atlas Institute, I trust that is all the introduction you need.
But you ought to know who I am. Even for a famed detective, it seems just a little suspicious that you ought to know that much about me. You know like everything about us! How is that fair?
Elementarily, my dear Miss Sion, your middle name Eltnam tells me all that I need to know. From there, all I need to do is contrast your behavior with our current situation and answer all but present its... Bullshit, you're just quoting from her file. Now, don't give the game away, Miss Long. Bullshit, yeah. We're finally calling out him on his bullshit.
You touched 3 Hermes? Ah, now I see. This must have been during the 6th singularity. I read about that in a report that made us to the... So you managed to touch 3 humans directly without losing your mind? Huh, really now? No wonder you are the pinnacle intelligence among servants. You and I are going to get along just fine.
Why do I feel like she is dissing everyone else? Who's that little chibi? Who is that? It looks like some sort of captain.
What is she?
And then the captains. See, looks some sort of captain, at least. You know, like an sailor. You know, an admiral of some sort. Oh, what was he called? That one in League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. We had, you know, the Invisible Man, Dorian, and Jekyll and Hyde, and what was the submarine guy name? Nemo, was it right? Or was that a fish? Or was both named Nemo? It's just a wild guess though, but that's the only thing I can, you know, because the design with the sailor-like outfit, like an admiral, and turban and all that. Or because wasn't he like looking kind of like that in that movie? I think. Ah well, whatever. I guess we're gonna learn who it is.
You want me to give this ship a tune-up, right? Hurry up and get the crew off it already.
Stare.
What, do I have something on my face? You're kind of rude, aren't you?
I mean, dude, I just came from obliterating an entire world of people. Yeah. Hello, nice to meet you.
Oh, that magic land, are you a servant? Does this mean the one is also capable of summoning servants?
Yeah, it's Nakapika, Chaldean's sister. Came up with my own take on it. Someone managed to summon a single servant.
What? And you know what? I just took a sneak peek and then managed to like, heck, I'm in. I wonder who she summoned though.
I needed someone who could watch my back and also make sure I would not break it. I mean, I could draw up a blueprints all day on my own, but what good is it if nobody actually builds any of it, right?
I'm still amazed they managed to summon heroic spirits story besides Chaldea. I mean, they have done that forever.
Hello there, servant from Wandering Sea. My name is Major Carolite.
I mean, you know, the Holy Grail was and all that.
May I ask who you are? You don't have to tell me your true name. I'm no one. I don't have a name. If you call me something, just call me Nameless.
Nameless? I heard that before.
Now get everyone out here, Sion. I can't call everyone else with all these people in the way. This is painful to look at. It's worse than watching coral reefs die. What happened to this ship? I can't hear it crying. I can hear it crying in pain. I need to fix it now before I go insane. Whoops, looked like someone got up on the wrong side of bed today, Captain. Well, I guess you're even shyer than me. Captain, is that some sort of joke? Are you mocking me?
Okay. Someone that is in a captain of ships? I'm trying to really think on different captains. In historical, I mean, except I assume he's not obviously Blackbeard. If he's, I would be surprised. Then again, we never know. Maybe Blackbeard, you know, he shaved himself and he did in a mask or something like that. He doesn't look like a pirate though, so I don't assume it's some sort of like, yeah, one of the old pirates or something like that. And the only captain comes to mind is like Captain Nemo, is it right? God damn it! Oh God, it hurts. I'm getting so curious who it is. Ah well, it's a captain. Captain Seaman is this now. Anyone agree? This is Captain Seaman.
Well, what else can we call you? Would you prefer Prince? Fine, I guess Captain works since we have more guests now. At least it's better than Prince.
It would seem you added something to that servant spirit origin. Am I correct, Miss Sion?
Yeah, Phantom Spirit. One cannot summon a decent heroic spirit without Master's shield, you understand? Since I was missing power holy relics like that, I had to make it do whatever I could with scrunching together to make a spirit.
What? Did it? What? Okay, so Nameless makes sense, I guess. Because he's not a real servant, so...
Do not mean to reveal his true name. That is something a servant should choose to do. Once Captain trusts you guys, I'm certain his identity will become clear.
Yeah, I want to know, I want to know! And if you know who it is, please don't spoil it. I'm gonna try to use my brain power to figure this out.
Anyway, right now, it's just me and Captain here.
Maybe the captain of Titanic? But though, I don't think that would fit the bill. No, it wouldn't. No, I don't think that would be.
I promise there is nobody else around, so feel free to bring the rest of the Shadowboard crew along. I have prepared a room for the staff where they can relax and rest up, but I'm afraid I will have to ask all of you to join me for a little longer. I can imagine how exhausted you must be and would love to sleep in a proper bed, but that must wait. This is just the entrance, see? Come on, I'll take you to command room.
Oh, cool. I want to see big machines. Oh, how does that work? That's a weird ass. Wow. I would be like, you know, sided stripe that like that makes me look fatter. So not my kind of room. Just saying. Ooh. It's Chaldean's command room?
Yeah, I said we could make that mistake, Lana, but the mistake it would be. Chaldean's command room was actually modeled after this place. These Mospies have been assembling day and night for the last 3 months, ever since I first came to the Wandering Sea. I call it Spiritron Calculation Engine Trismegistus 2. A perfect reproduction of Trismegistus I lent to the Chaldea. No one lent to the Chaldea and the new brains of your operation. You don't say. You don't have to be assembly, so that must mean you brought the necessary materials along with you when you came here. Between the paper moon and all this groundwork you've been laying, you're obviously no ordinary mage. Shino Eltnam Sokaris.
Socrates?
Looks to me like you know even more about Chaldean than we do. Yeah, a lot of what I know comes from before Chaldea really even got off the ground. As you know, the pseudo-spiritual calculation engine 3 Hammers is the Hardwood Atlas Institute. My father, the head of Atlas at the time, was supposed to create Hermes' sister unit, Trismegistus, before development was handed off to me.
Damn.
I propose using paper-based zero sale as a method of sending people into the past, well, into singularities anyway.
What? What kind of brainiac are you? I barely can make I can barely speak, as you guys can hear.
But Chaldea's first director, Marisberry, had a different idea for a more reliable method. His proposal was a process called rate-shifting that involved transmitting physical bodies as spirit trends. It was a more proactive approach, given that it was closer to aliens to prognostic. Not exactly the most cautious proposal, all told, but the fact that the mage like him was willing to reveal his most secret arts like that spoke volumes. I mean, if a word had gone out that the Hemisphere family, one of the 12 clock tower lords, were sharing technology with Atlas, it would have meant war with other lords, leading ultimately to the end of the Hemispheres.
Well, now they are ended. Damn it. I hope we get Olgamir as an pseudo-servant. And I still want to accept her.
She got incinerated by the history she doesn't.
I don't give a fuck. We have Samba Santa. So, yeah. Why wouldn't that Olgamir be a thing? Huh?
Director Marisberry understood the seriousness of the risk and chose to act anyway. So the Atlas Institute decided to accept Chaldea's request out of respect for the risk he took. Of course, none of the other lords ever did figure out what Marisberry was up to, so it ended up not really being a thing.
God damn.
Anyway, you all know what happened next.
Damn Marisberry, holy shit, you brainiac bastard.
We provided Chaldea with Trismegistus, which enabled Chaldea to complete Chaldeas. And the Chaldea Security Organization went to do what it was intended to do. I'm certain you all know more about Chaldea's actual exploits than I do. We were just the ones who gave you the tools to get things rolling.
Indeed, we do know about Chaldea's connection to Atlas Institute. We do not, however, know about you. How did you survive the rest of the world, and why were you waiting for us here in the Wandering Sea? Took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah, mostly because I don't really talk much. I'm just nodding along.
You think for asking a question you already know the answer to, huh, Sherlock? Are you obligated to? Will you die otherwise?
I will die.
I suppose since you are being so meticulous and all, I can go ahead and tell you what you already know. Answer the first. I escaped the reset because I was in the Wandering Sea. The Wandering Sea is like its own little singularity. It's always drifting between the world's textures. That kept it safe even while the world was being wiped clean.
Well, that sucks, but why were you alone here?
I came to the Wandering Sea because I predicted this future. GMRs collect, organize, and make records of a ton of data about Earth, just like Chaldeas. It is like a huge sea of information, all there for the taking. For alchemists like us, it might as well be our own primordial soup.
Damn, that's, well, eating knowledge.
I was taking a little deep in that sea, without my father knowing, of course, when I ended up arriving at that prediction. In short, I was not sure how, but I knew the world was seas existing. And you didn't tell anyone? Isn't that awful cruel? It was the biggest dilemma of my life, to say the least. I knew I had to do something, so I told my father about my
Oh, she did.
But that feeder reject excuse of a great head of Atlas told me was,
I see humanity ending every day. Don't waste my time with triviality like that.
Yeah, I guess that could happen.
Besides, you discovered this problem, my darling Shion. Don't you think you should be the one to solve it?
Yeah, I predicted that the world would go under. Right, well, why don't you solve it? Oh, you deadbeat dad!
And that was when it really hit me just how understaffed the Atlas Institute really was. Every person there had their hand full stop with some version of the end of the world that they had seen.
Wow. Wow. Their life must suck big balls. Like, I'm struggling just to work and do YouTube videos, and that responsibility, that inherent. But doing that, I would go fucking insane after 2 days. Promise.
While I'm at it, I have a little bonus. Answer the third the moment I made my decision. I know I will go to the Wandering Sea. So I took the parts I was used to make Trismegistus 2 and used it to build Hermes instead, then knocked on the Wandering Sea front door. By doing so, I secured a safe haven for both myself and future collaborators. 2 birds in 1 stone.
But why are you alone here?
I was certain that no matter how things unfolded, Chaldea was going to get knocked out of commission. It would be too important for our unknown invader. There are pretty much two ways the world can end, gradually and suddenly. Usually things will go gradually, a progressing stage until the lights go out, so to speak. Yeah, can see that happening. There are leaders all around the world doing their best to identify those scenarios and keep them at bay.
Or certain leaders that is very keen on making it go faster. I'm just saying.
Meanwhile, the silent types are more like traffic accidents where everything happened all at once. Nothing much one can do, no matter how smart. For that sort of thing, Racing was all we had to fight back. And what is happening right now is what the world bleached white fangs to invaders from outer space is no exception.
Man, where's the guys from like Starship Troopers or something like that? It's like the bugs, but trees.
Deuce. Anyone meticulously enough to put together a plan like this would never overlook Chaldea, seeing as you were the only ones capable of rate-shifting. I certainly would not. If I were trying to destroy Earth, Chaldea would be right at the top of my hit list. In fact, taking it out would be my opening move. So I should have kept that to myself. So even though I had a base to fight back from, there was still no anything I could do on my own. I mean, I did not know who was attacking or how they would do it. So really, the only thing I could do was put in my trust in you guys. If these invaders saw you as the big of a threat, I was sure you could prove there was a reason for that. I knew you would survive and you would not give up, no matter how bad things got.
Sure about that? Could easily give up.
So knowing that you would fight back, my task got a lot simpler. I would make you a new base. I would create a second Chaldea for you and keep it ready and waiting. That was really the only answer I could come up with at the time. And now, even though you had no idea about any of this, you made it here.
Ooh, cool.
And that's all I have. Thanks for listening.
So she just casually like went and built a new Chaldea on her own, like. Damn. You know, when I was in like gymnasia here in Sweden, first year I went studying for car mechanics. Though I switched over to another program after 1 year because I didn't really like it. I didn't fit in with it. And one of these things, one of the training things we did was literally to take down a car engine into all pieces, you know, to learn how the pieces are and how they work and all that, you know, and then bolt it all together again. And when I was done, I had picked everything apart and again assembling it again. When I was done, I realized I had like 4 bolts and nuts left. I was like, I will admit, I shoved them under a bench at that school. I'm sorry, but I didn't know what to do, and I didn't want to ask myself to deassemble the fucking car engine again. It was not a car engine that anyone would drive with anyway. It was simply one that students had to, you know, deassemble all the time because, you know, training and all that. So sorry about that. Oh well, I have admitted one of my flaws. I'm just saying.
Oh, stop, you're gonna make me blush, but thanks, Shion. This is probably where the last version of me would say you should actually got in contact was ahead of a time, but... Are you crazy? I'm far too shy for that. Besides, if you tell people their future, you end up changing their future and having to come up with a whole new plan from scratch. Exactly, that would have taken time to really calculate, and we almost certainly did not have any to spare. So I decided this was the best course of action. Okay, that makes sense. I kind of do, I guess. But it still doesn't explain some things. Like, why are you there no other major from the Wandering Sea? They avoided biggest reasons like you did, right? So why is it just you and Captain now? Oh, did not think this blank earthing was their problem, just as my father did not. No, if anything, they were even worse. They honestly did not care if post-AD humanity lived or died. Right when this whole bleaching thing started and the crypto were giving their victory speech, they said, "You're the ones that should do something about this cataclysm. We no longer care what happens to human civilization. We do understand the attackers' ideas, but regardless, we do not share them." Then they just up and left. What? Oh, but further they also said, "You may invite the Major Chaldea if you wish. Feel free to use the Wandering Sea, but only in specific areas. But take care not to enter our workshop. We can't promise you will survive the experience." Anyway, this place used to be Wandering Sea's entrance, so it connected to the workshop devoted to bring back several different ages ago.
Wait, what? They literally... What? What is... Dude, I swear to God, the mages, man, they can suck my balls. Holy shit, arrogant cunts.
No, that does so much good now, though, since there's a giant stone gate blocking it anyway.
I see. So the Wandering Sea most prominent figures saw no value in past AD humanity. No matter, the Wandering Sea's magecraft is a magecraft from the Age of Gods. There's no telling how powerful it is. We must find some way to open that stone gate and get them to help us. Mr. Gordolf?
Don't be ridiculous, Holmes. You shouldn't even be looking at the gate, let alone touching it.
What? It's a Stonehenge?
Oh God, the Academy principal is waiting for you just by the gate. How can this be helped? That single vicious though it could shatter several lords at once.
I don't know what he's all about, but he's clearly more terrified than I've ever seen him. So maybe best if you leave that gate alone. Last one we know right now is making more enemies. The first order of business is to get Shadow Border repaired. As long as we do have a working ship, we can leave the Wandering Sea behind whenever we want. I appreciate the offer, Shun, but I'll handle the border's repair myself. We don't want to impose on.
Hey, Da Vinci! I'm sorry, I tried hiding the border like you told me to, but they still managed to find me.
So much for our last bit of insurance. How did you screw up this time, Minier? How could you? They have found it when no one even knew it existed. Well, a bunch of them got in the border and they were really cute, so before I knew it, I was going over to say hello. A bunch of them got in the border and they were really... What? I want to know what they are so I can say hello to them too. Wait, no, it's not like that. Is it like the time when he snuck in like Dion and Astolfo with to Agurfa? See, I couldn't have them fiddling with the border and messing things up, so I decided to give them a piece of my mind. Sorry, you have to forget Captain. Fixing up is kind of his thing. Anyway, why not hold off on those repairs until later, Da Vinci? After all, there's something else we need to do.
I'm nervous. Like a welcome party? Yeah, that would be nice.
Oh, we would certainly be doing that. I have tons of questions for you and tons of more what to tell you. But if we're going to throw a welcome party, there's still something else that comes first. That's right. It's a new base and new rooms.
I thought she was gonna pull out a gun, like...
Who shoot Lano?
You did.
So that's what we're going to make right now. You're a new Chaldean base.
Oh man, do we get to build it like literally? Oh man, I want my desk over there. I want my surviving pot there. I want my photo of nothing because everyone is dead right there. Oh man, seriously, this is. Oh god, I'm really curious into this now. Holy crap, this is good stuff. Intro free of free. So I guess this is the last intro we got here going. Okay, might as well finish the intro. But man, these mages though, man, they suck balls. Like, holy crap, what is up with them? Man, whatever. It's you saw the future. You deal with it. Like, what the fuck, man? Mages, man. I will never understand them. Fucking weirdos. Fucking weirdos. Ooh.
I'm afraid so. Skatasha's card has been defeated and have 3 of emptiness is gone. Taking the Scandinavia Lostbelt with it. Tragically, Ophelia didn't make it either. Sniffs.
Oh god, don't you even try. Kuda Hinako is her name.
Spare us the performance coin, Skaya. It makes me detest you even more than Chaldea. Oh my, you saw right through me. How embarrassing. And there I was going above and beyond to pay my respects to a fallen comrade by turning the waterworks to go with the lip service. After all, Ophelia was one of my most important clients. That jewel of rank mystic of hers was a real beauty. Completely wasted on her though, a textbook example of one can have too much of a good thing. If she'd only agreed to let me have that eye before it got ruined, I would have done everything in my power to help her stay alive. I see. Well, then I suppose it wasn't total loss. Just the thought alone of you in possession of that eye is enough to turn my stomach. Akuta, I'm surprised to see you grieving over Phyllis, given that the misanthrope you are. Is it one of those don't know what your gut feel is gone thing, or were you always secretly fond of her? Not there's any comfort that to her either way. See, the thing about friendship between girls is they are all about supporting each other, just as long as there is also something for them.
Or you can just do it because you want the best for them, you know, friends. But I doubt this one know what that is. But hey,
It doesn't matter how much she might have disliked me. I was at least there for her once in a while. Actually tried to help her with the problems, but you? All you did was sit back and watch. So where do you get off suddenly acting like she was so precious to you? You didn't do anything, so don't get to say anything. Isn't that common sense in human society? Maybe you would have forgotten that if you hadn't shut yourself away all this time. How dare you to talk to me like that, you dirty little fox!
alright, that's enough, girl. Save it for after we all been wiped out, okay? Come on, Akuta, honey. You work so hard to keep your face as modern as possible. Don't let all that effort go to waste. I'm surprised to hear you being so straightforward too, Coin Sky. You usually play your cards much closer to your chest. Ooh, that's some creepy smiley got there. I guess this just got you how much Ophelia's have really hurt you too. Ooh, wonderful. I love seeing the men trying to act all cool and stoic, pretend like it doesn't bother them. Look at us sharing our thoughts and feelings about the dearly departed. It's almost like a real funeral. Why are you looking so happy about it? It kind of creeps me out.
Stop that. I don't have any words of condolence for her. I only came here to report on my lost belt. I've done that, so I'll be leaving now. Pepe.
Man, I just see Pepe the Frog, man.
Kishta, just to be clear, I want nothing at all to do with that fox woman. She's not good for anything but toppling nations. Don't you dare send her to my Lostbelt, not even by accident.
Well, I do agree on that. Probably best not. I mean, after all Lostbelts you've been in have fallen. Damn, she really just cannot believe whatever happened to teamwork, huh? You sure about this, Wadim? Gwen's guy is not the only reason Akuta was pissed. She's furious at a lot of Russia and Scandinavia. Gwen's guy hadn't given her any easier target. She'd probably have taken her rage out on me. I can almost hear her berating me for being useless, and she have every right to. You know, now that you mention it, I think somebody ought to. Why not me? I mean, sure, it's great you made it back alive after Russia got taken out and all. You're one of us. But there's a question. Why are you still alive, Kadok? It was your servant who wrecked Chaldea, right? They ought to hate you more than any of us. And here you are, without even a scratch. How the hell does that work? Are they serious that freaking stupid? Or maybe you were thinking about changing sides. Uh-oh. Oh man. Don't kill Kadok. David. Night bite. It's kind of relieved to see you're still a complete asshole, Beryl. If I'd really gone over to Chaldea, I still got stuck in the board trying to choke down that nasty poison slop they serve about now. Trust me, they don't have enough resources to keep anyone non-essential around. I'm just a pathetic loser who managed to escape death thanks to sheer dumb luck. And an angry Russian priest with a rocket launcher. At least for now. I see, a loser, huh? Bedroom? I'm just busting your balls, Kadok. All I really care about is that you're still alive. Gotta say though, it's a real shame you and Ophelia had such shitty luck. Then again, maybe it wasn't that so much as Chaldea had good luck. Yourself not getting by on actual skill. Hey, fuck you, Beryl! I'm busting my nuts over this! You don't go and berate me and my skills! It's not much, but I'm fucking do it. Blackbeard is just bust. Oh man, Blackbeard is gonna kick her ass. I'm gonna say, I really can't get my head around their idiot master. How dare you call me an idiot? I do know how to spell my name. You motherfucker. I'm gonna go there and punch him in the nutsack. How the hell does a fur-rate amateur like that keep walking away unscathed? She gotta be either incredible lucky or just getting carried. I've heard of flattering getting area, but this is nuts. Yeah. Have you seen these nuts before? Probably not. Well, don't forget that her defenses are perfect. Mash is her servants after all. It only makes sense that a shield would ensure her mask is protected. Well, Mel, some match has been keeping her safe, huh? Now I'm even more jealous. Imagine you get to play hero while hiding behind a piece of ass like that. I mean, I guess, yeah, but also creepy way of saying it. If we take Konskai's report at face value, then I have no choice but to agree. David, what do you think of the Master of Chaldea?
Good question. It's hard to believe she's made it this far. As a rule, people going off to war must bring a proven weapon. This isn't something they do to protect themselves or even to accomplish their mission. They simply do it because they are incapable of moving forward without the assurance that they are able to fight. And yet the Master Chaldea continues to fight while fully aware she has no weapon to call her own.
What about these boulder shoulders? I got the crying sweet. I cry and weep till you give up.
She either has no sense of danger whatsoever
or nothing. There is nothing other possible explanation. She's a total joke of a mage. Hell, she doesn't even really deserve to be called a mage. Dude, why is everyone just shit talking me constantly? I'm starting getting pissed. The only thing she can do is rely on Chaldea's mystic codes to convert her life energy into magical energy for her servant. Ah man, I have life energy like a fucking elephant then. And since there's no way to do that over distance, she has to be close as possible to her servants to manage even that much. She has no way of defending herself, and she's too stupid to command her servant from a safe zone like we do.
Why are you guys just talking shit on me?
And I defeated you two! Well, not David, but Karok and I defeated two Lostbelt. So she only got one choice. And that's standing on the front line like a goddamn moron. And trust me, she's trying like hell to keep from pissing herself the whole time. Yeah, well, true that. Konskaya, let me make sure I have everything straight. You said that Chaldea didn't defeat Ophelia, but rather that she sacrificed her life of her own accord. You also say that in order to stop Surtur, the Fire King of Giants, the one hiding in the Scandinavian Lostbelt, before he could trigger Ragnarok, she used her serious light and acted not as a crypt but as simply as Ophelia.
Exactly, Lord Kirstaria. She abandoned her responsibilities as a crypter.
Damn, seriously? What a twist! Guess that means your ass got dumped, Wody, man. Man, she was so into you too. See, this is why I can't stand chicks. You just can't trust them. I confess I am disappointed. An overestimation of her abilities.
Come on, don't be like. Why? Fuck you off.
You fuck off, all of you. Scandinavia was a peaceful Lostbelt after all. That she could not control even such a place. Oh, god damn it.
Oh, that reminds me, Kirsteria. Actually, I have a little question of my own. You know about Surtur all along, right? And yet you're still entrusted Scandinavia to Ophelia. In fact, weren't you the one who told her to keep Surtur around? If something doesn't quite add up, Surtur was a natural enemy of the Scandinavian Lostbelt, you know? Does that mean you left him there specifically to see he would destroy it? Is that what the foreign god asked you to do?
Yes, I did advise Ophelia to keep Surtur around. Given Skatar's nature, I thought it'd be impossible that she may sympathize with Chaldea. I suggest she keeps Surtur around as sort of insurance against that eventuality. Sadly, it seems even that was too much of a burden on her. I thought it would have been turned out
And now I see you were worried Ophelia wouldn't be able to handle it on her own. You always knew what a weakling she was, even as you kept telling her how much she trusted you. You're a division, aren't you, Lord Kirstaria? In that case, I'm happy to forget the whole thing ever happened.
Oh man!
I'll make sure not to mention this to the foreign god or the alter egos, of course.
Which alter egos? I appreciate your faith in me, Konskaya, though I always find it worrying whenever you add in bonuses like that. Konskaya, you said you lost track of Chaldea around the Northern Sea. I suppose they could have escaped with zero sail, but given the lack of resource, I can't imagine they would be willing to do so for in which case, they must have reached the Wandering Sea. How troublesome. That was the one place the foreign god couldn't touch, or the place the foreign god felt no need to bother with at any rate. And since the mages of Wandering Sea have no interest in the future of modern mankind, we assume they wouldn't interfere with our plans. Okay, so now I assume that's why it's... Okay. I guess the Wandering Sea, literally, they don't care about anything of the modern era, so that's why they didn't bother with, like, yeah, if the world is gonna end, we don't really care, because we just care about the past anyway, so I guess that explains things. But perhaps our decision to ignore them was a mistake. Not even the foreign god could do anything about them. Evidently, not since they clearly avoid being erased. The Wandering Sea is an island unto itself, both part and separated from the rest of the world. You can't take on an eraser to something that already doesn't exist. Anyway, this puts us in a pretty pickle. I have no idea how we find them now. How about you, Koinskaya? You can travel between Lostbelt at will. Can you track them down?
I'm afraid not. I may possess independent manifestation, but I can't sneak into the Wandering Sea without knowing exactly where it is.
That makes sense. Then I guess we just have to forget about Chaldea for now, focusing on our own Lostbelts and... Not happening, Pepperoncino. Between Katakan and Phil, they already taken out 2 of us. We can't ignore this Chaldean's remnant any longer. We need to crush them quickly. Right, Wudima, there's no reason to keep and isolate them alive any longer than we have to, is there? Oh, come on, don't make you sign with Pepe on this. You're going to let them get away with this? Then again, I guess you're already pretty much set, aren't ya? No one could ever hope to cross that sea of yours after all. All you got to worry about is which bottle campaign you're gonna open after you win by default. But for us mere commoners, this is more matter of life and death. Isn't that right, David? How am I supposed to enjoy my manhunts when I know Chaldea could stab me in the back at any time? Come on, Sky, this is your jurisdiction here. Man, it's creepy. I mean, there's 3 of your alter egos, so you can't figure out a way to take care of them as part of your job, oh great disciple of the foreign gods. So Sky is an alter ego, and there are 3 more. Is Daddy one of the alter egos? Maybe?
Let me think. Rasputin's team is out fighting a group of proper human history serving the Grecian seas right now.
Okay, Rasputin, yeah, so he's one of those.
And I don't know what if that creepy Anmoya loves about India so much, but they refuse to budge from there, so...
Anmoya?
I guess I listen well myself, even though it's not in my contract. So you want me to get rid of these pesky Chaldeans for you? Alright.
Just like that? Can you really pull it off? I mean, I thought you just said you couldn't sneak into the Wandering Sea.
Oh, don't worry about that. We pros have our ways. That said, eliminating all of them is going to be one expensive job. I doubt you could afford it. So I trust you won't mind if I take a more cost-effective measure.
Oh, what do you have in mind?
The important thing is neutralize the threat Chaldea poses, right? Won't be a problem. They only have one master to spare after all. So you'll sit tight while I go assassinate her before anyone even notices I'm there.
That's ominous. So, but there is an Onmoyu alter ego as well. The only Onmoyu I think on is the one in Shimosa Haha, you know, the one that looked that I thought was Mozart. Wasn't he an Onmoyu? Shino Abe or whatever his name. I don't remember. Looks like Gonskaya worked away again. You really think she went to the Wandering Sea? considering that neither the foreign god nor the disciple have been able to locate it. I have difficulty imagining even Konskaya will be able to infiltrate it anytime soon. Though knowing her as I do, I expect she must have some sort of plan to reach her destination. Shit, she can actually warp to the Wandering Scene, and I was just screwing with her. Guess it really doesn't ever hurt to ask. But also, where can I get the kind of warping you do? Cause hot damn. Anyway, I know she make good on her word. I also like her pick of going the assassination route. Guess I better make sure I stay on her good side from now on. That way I know I have to take it out of my Lostbelt when it goes to shit. Why so pessimistic, Barrel? Is your Lostbelt really that horrid? Let's just say it's all going to plan. Right, Fatima? Oops, I said too much. Time to go. Later, Karak. Enjoy that Greek nightlife since you got nothing to do but live it up. I want to save me a few drinks. If I screw up too, we can have a loser's night on the town. Probably not something to... I like how you see the characters vanishing, so there's less characters appearing here. As if he was treating me like a traitor just a few minutes ago. The worst part is, he meant it. Whatever, this meeting's done, so I'm heading out too. Besides, I only just got this Greek Lostbelt. So there was a few different police here, right? I'm gonna check them out while I heal up. I'm glad to see Kadok doing so well. He's still as anxious as ever, of course, but he's so much more brazen now than he used to be. It's wonderful. Anyway, I think I'll be going now too. Kishtaria, David. This may not be my place to ask, but are you two all sad about Ophelia's death? Good question. I can't say I spent much time giving Ophelia any real thought from the beginning. But for what it's worth, I do feel her loss. I see. Looks like I'll be the only one bringing flowers to her figurative grave then. But that's okay. Flowers the one thing my Lostbelt has plenty of. It might not line up with her beliefs, but I can still hold my own little funeral for her. I'll be sure to add some flowers for you too, Kishtaria, since I got to not see you so much as a smile as you sat in that chair. Oh man. And flower... Man, is it Marlin's garden? Is that where he is? I could see that happen. You're indefatigable. It past never cease to impress me, Pepe. I'm lucky to have you around. But you need not concern yourself with me. Losing the Scandinavian Lostbelt is no more than a minor setback. That we will no longer have Surta as failsafe if things take a turn for the worse was a tragic loss, however. Still, if there's anything I regret... Ophelia, we only knew each other for a few years, but I knew you were a kind and gentle woman at heart. Did you see me as some sort of great figure? I will strive to live up to that. I will lend proper humanism in order to write a new one and build a new truth in its wake. You may try to resist, member of Chaldea, but in the end, it is we cryptos who will prevail. I mean, that would be interesting. That would be the end of the game, if anything. It seems to be more, but it's a very long episode already, so probably maybe the last bit, I honestly don't know, but I will be back with more, finish off this intro next time. So thank you for watching, see you later on, and I'll continue super great day.